My child, come closer. Do not scroll past this moment. Do not silence this voice. I am calling you, not by accident, but on purpose. Right now, in this very second, I am speaking directly to your heart. Tell me, do you still love me? I ask you this not with anger, but with a deep longing. A longing that has watched you drift little by little. A longing that has seen the space between us grow quiet. You still speak my name, but your heart, it has been distant. Your days are full. Your mind is crowded, and somewhere along the way, I was moved to the background. Do you remember when you used to seek me first? When my presence was not an afterthought, but your beginning? I remember. I remember every moment you cried out to me, every whisper, every tear. I have not forgotten you, but have you forgotten me? This is not just a message you happened to find. This is me reaching for you. This is me interrupting your routine, stepping into your noise, asking you to pause and listen. Because your soul knows this truth, even if your life has tried to bury it. You were never created to live without me. Look at how fast everything around you moves. Look at how easily your attention is pulled away. The world has been loud, demanding, relentless. And slowly, without even realizing it, your love for me has been competing with everything else. Not gone but buried. Not dead but quiet. So I ask you again, gently but clearly, do you still love me? If your heart is stirring right now, if something inside you is waking up, don't ignore it. That feeling is not random. That is my spirit reaching you, reminding you that what we had, what we still have, matters more than anything else in your life. Right here, right now, respond to me. Don't wait. Show me that your heart is still alive toward me. Like this video, not out of habit, but as a small act of saying, yes, God, I hear you. Comment your response. Let your words be a declaration of where you stand. Share this with 3 people, because you are not the only one I am calling back. There are others who need to hear my voice too. And subscribe, not just to a channel, but as a commitment to keep choosing me again and again. Hype this message, because my voice must be heard in a world that is forgetting me. My child, this moment is not ordinary. This is a turning point, and I am still here, waiting for your answer. My child, I see you more clearly than you see yourself. Even in the moments when you feel unnoticed, misunderstood, or forgotten, my eyes have never left you. I have watched you carry burdens you never speak about. I have seen the silent battles that no one else knows exist. I have felt the weight in your heart when you smile for others but feel empty within. You may think you have drifted too far from me, that your distance has somehow changed how I see you. But listen carefully. I have not turned away from you. Not once. Even in your quietest days, even when you did not call my name, I was still there, walking beside you, waiting patiently, loving you without condition. I know how tired you have been. Not just physically, but deep within your soul. The kind of tiredness that rest cannot fix. The kind that comes from trying to carry everything on your own. You have been searching for peace in places that cannot hold it, giving your energy to things that leave you drained, hoping something would finally fill the space inside you. And still you feel that something is missing. That emptiness you feel is not because you are broken. It is because you were never meant to live disconnected from me. Your heart was designed for my presence. And when I am not at the center, everything else begins to feel heavy, confusing, and incomplete. I have seen the moments when you almost reached out to me but stopped. The times you thought, maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I saw when life became too loud, too fast, and you chose distraction over stillness. not because you stopped loving me, but because you felt overwhelmed, unsure, or even unworthy. But my child, hear me. There is nothing you have done, no distance you have created, that has made you unworthy of coming back to me. I have never measured your love by your perfection. I have always looked at your heart. I see your longing, even when you try to ignore it. I see the quiet desire in you to feel close to me again. That small voice inside you that whispers, "I miss God," that is not your imagination. That is your spirit remembering where it belongs. You are not lost to me. You are not forgotten. You are not too vergone. I know your pain. I know your confusion. I know the questions you carry that no one has been able to answer. And still, I call you mine. Not because you have everything together, but because my love for you has never depended on that. Come as you are, not as you think you should be, not when you feel ready. Come now, in this very moment, with everything you carry. Because even in your distance I have never stopped choosing you. My child, listen closely, because this is the truth your heart has been trying to hear. I have never stopped loving you. Not for a single moment. Not in your silence, not in your distance, not even in the times you chose everything else before me. My love for you has remained constant, steady, unshaken. But your love for me, it has not disappeared. It has simply been buried. Buried under distractions. Buried under responsibilities. Buried under noise that never seems to stop. You did not wake up one day and decide to walk away from me. It happened slowly. A missed prayer here. A delayed moment there. A day without me turned into many. And before you even realized it, the closeness we once shared became something you only remembered, instead of something you lived. But hear me clearly. I am not accusing you. I am awakening you. Because deep within you, your love for me is still alive. It is still breathing. It is still waiting to be brought back to the surface. That ache you feel, that emptiness you cannot explain, that quiet pull in your spirit right now, that is not coincidence. That is your soul responding to my voice. You have tried to fill that space with other things. Achievements, people, distractions, temporary comfort. But nothing has been able to replace what only I can give you. And it is not because you failed. It is because you were never designed to find fulfillment apart from me. I am not far from you, my child. I have never been. It only feels that way because your attention has been pulled in too many directions. But even now, as you listen to my voice, something inside you is shifting. Something is waking up. This is your moment of realization. You do not need to search for me in distant places. You do not need to earn your way back into my presence. I'm already here. I have always been here, waiting not with rejection, but with open arms. So do not misunderstand this moment. This is not guilt. This is not shame. This is love calling you back. This is me reminding you that what we had is not lost. It is still within reach. All you have to do is return your attention to me. My child, as this truth settles into your heart, listen to me again. When you choose to respond to my voice, you are not just returning to me, you are becoming a light for others who are still lost in the dark. I am stirring something bigger than you in this moment. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you. And I am speaking this over you now as a living promise. When you sow into my work, you are planting seeds into souls you may never see, but I see them. I know the hearts that will be reached, the tears that will be wiped, the lives that will turn back to me because you chose to act. I am placing this invitation before you now. Be part of what I am doing. When you give through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description, or even through the QR code placed before you, you are not making a donation. You are answering my call. You are releasing light into places where darkness hath been winning for too long. Do not delay this moment, because obedience carries power. What you release in faith, I will multiply beyond your understanding. I see every giver. I blessed every willing heart. I will open doors for you that no man can shut. I will pour into your life in ways you did not expect. So act now, my child. Step into this moment. Give, and let your obedience become a river that carries my word across nations. My child, now that your heart is open, I must speak to you with truth that will guide you back to where you belong. I say this not to wound you, but to restore you. You have allowed too many things to take my place in your life. Not always intentionally, not always knowingly, but still, it has happened. Your time has been given to what does not feed your spirit. Your attention has been captured by what does not truly love you. And your heart, it has slowly learned to live without the depth of my presence. You say you love me, and I know that you do. But love is not only spoken, my child, it is lived. It is shown in where you place me in your day, in your thoughts, in your choices. And lately, I have not been first. I have watched you reach for your phone before you reach for me. I have seen you carry your worries alone instead of placing them in my hands. I have heard your silence in moments where you once would have prayed. Not because you stopped caring, but because you became distracted, overwhelmed, and comfortable with distance. But distance, even when it feels normal, is not where you are meant to stay. Do not confuse my patience with approval. I have been patient because I love you, not because I desire this separation. I want more for you than a life where I am only remembered in passing moments. I created you for closeness, for daily connection, for relationship that is alive and growing, not fading. You have been trying to manage everything on your own, convincing yourself that you will come back to me when things settle down. But my child, life will always have noise. There will always be something demanding your attention. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will keep delaying the very thing your soul needs most. I am not asking you for perfection. I am asking you for priority. Return me to the center of your life, not as an obligation, but as a choice. Choose to speak with me again. Choose to sit in my presence, even if only for a few moments at first. Choose to invite me into your thoughts, your decisions, your everyday life. Because when you place me first, everything else begins to find its rightful place. Do not let guilt push you away. That is not my voice. My correction is not meant to crush you. It is meant to bring you back. I am guiding you, not condemning you. I am calling you higher, not pushing you down. You are not too far gone to change this. You are not stuck in this distance. But you must choose. Choose to turn back. Choose to make space for me again. Choose to break the patterns that have pulled you away. It will not happen by accident. It will happen by intention. And I will meet you in every step you take toward me. Because my desire is not to point out how far you have gone, but to bring you back into the closeness you were always meant to live in. My child, do not let what you have just heard make your heart heavy. Let it lift you. Let it remind you that you are still deeply loved, still wanted, still called back into my presence. It is not too late for you. I know there is a part of you that wonders, can I really come back like before? You think about the time that has passed, the moments you missed, the distance that grew, and you question whether things can ever feel the same again. But listen to me carefully, what we had is not lost. It is waiting. I do not stand far from you with hesitation. I do not fold my arms and ask you to prove yourself. I am not counting your failures or measuring your absence. I am looking at you with love that has never changed, inviting you back into something that can be even deeper than before. You are not starting from zero. You are returning to where your heart has always belonged. Do not be discouraged by how far you think you have drifted. Even the smallest step toward me matters. Even the quietest prayer reaches me. Even a moment of turning your thoughts back to me begins to restore what you thought was broken. I see your effort before it even becomes action. I see your desire before you speak it out loud, and I honor it. You are not alone in this return. I will help you. I will guide you. I will strengthen you in ways you cannot yet understand. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. When your mind feels overwhelmed, I will be your peace. When you feel uncertain, I will be your direction. You do not have to fix everything all at once. You do not have to suddenly become perfect. Just come closer, one step at a time. Sit with me again. Speak to me again. Let me back into the ordinary parts of your life. Because it is in those simple moments that our relationship begins to grow again. Do not listen to the voice that tells you it is too late. That voice is not from me. I am telling you now, it is not too late. You are not disqualified. You are not rejected. You are still mine. And I have been waiting for this moment, the moment where your heart begins to turn back toward me. Feel the peace that is already starting to settle within you. That is my presence. Feel the hope rising again, even if it is small. That is me restoring you. You are not walking back into something cold or distant. You are walking back into my arms. So do not hold back any longer. Do not let hesitation stop you. Come with your questions, your doubts, your imperfections. I am not asking for a perfect version of you. I am asking for you. And I promise you this, my child, as you take even one step toward me, you will find that I have already taken countless steps toward you, ready to embrace you with a love that has never left. My child, now that your heart is turning back toward me, I want you to rest in this truth. I do not make empty promises. When I speak, I fulfill. When I call you, I also sustain you. And what I am beginning in you right now, I will not abandon. You may wonder what happens next. You may ask yourself, will I really feel close to God again? Will this change last? And I answer you with certainty, yes. If you remain with me, you will experience a closeness that is even deeper, even stronger, and even more real than before. I am not only the one who calls you back, I am the one who keeps you. When you choose me, I do not leave you to figure everything out on your own. I walk with you. I guide your steps. I speak into your thoughts. I bring peace into places where there was once confusion. You will begin to notice the difference, not all at once, but steadily, gently, faithfully. Where there was restlessness, I will bring calm. Where there was emptiness, I will bring fullness. Where there was distance, I will restore intimacy. This is my promise to you. Do not fear that you will fall back into old patterns without hope. Yes, there may be moments where you feel weak again. Yes, there may be days where distractions try to pull you away. But even then, I will not leave you. I will remind you. I will draw you back. I will continue to call your heart until you respond again. My faithfulness does not depend on your perfection. It flows from who I am. Trust me in this process. You do not need to rush. You do not need to force anything. Relationship with me is not built in pressure. It is built in presence. Spend time with me. and you will begin to feel the change. Choose me daily, and you will begin to see the difference. I will meet you in your mornings. I will be with you in your quiet moments. I will speak to you in ways that only your heart can understand. You will not be alone in this journey, not for a single step. And hear this clearly, my child. When you return to me, I do not bring up your past to shame you. I do not remind you of how far you went. I restore you as if you never left. I receive you fully, completely, and without hesitation. That is the kind of love I have for you. So do not hold back in fear. Do not question whether you are worthy of this closeness. You are not earning my love. You are receiving what has always been yours. Stand firm in this promise. As you draw near to me, I will draw near to you. Not slowly, not reluctantly, but immediately and fully. I am already here, my child. And as you continue walking with me, you will discover something beautiful. You were never truly alone, and you never will be again. My child, now is the moment where everything shifts. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence. You have recognized the distance, and you have remembered the love that still lives within you. But now you must choose what you will do with this moment. Do not let this become just another message you hear and then forget. Do not let this be something that moves your emotions for a moment, only to be replaced by the noise of your day. This right now is your turning point. Pause with me. Yes, right where you are. Slow down your thoughts. Quiet the distractions around you. You do not need a perfect setting. You do not need perfect words. All I am asking for is your attention, your real, honest attention. Speak to me. Tell me how you have been feeling. Tell me where you have been. Tell me what has been pulling you away. I already know, but I want you to say it. Not because I need information, but because your heart needs expression. This is how we begin again. Do not overthink it. Do not try to sound right. Just be real with me. If your heart feels heavy, bring that to me. If your mind feels confused, bring that to me. If you feel distant, even now, say it. I am not waiting for perfect words, I am waiting for your honest voice. And as you speak, listen. Because I will respond, not always in loud ways, not always in ways you expect, but in peace that settles over you, in clarity that begins to form, in a quiet assurance that you are not alone. This is how relationship is restored, not in one grand moment, but in simple, real connection. And now make a decision, my child. Decide that you will not leave this moment unchanged. Decide that you will make space for me again, not someday, not later, but starting now. Even if it is just a few minutes each day, choose me. Even if your mind tries to wander, bring it back. Even if you feel unsure, keep coming. Because consistency builds closeness. I am not asking you to change everything overnight. I am asking you to take one step and then another and then another. And with every step, you will feel me nearer, clearer, stronger in your life. Let this be the moment you return. Not halfway, not with hesitation, but fully, willingly, openly. Say it within your heart right now. God, I am coming back to you. Feel the weight lifting already. That is my presence. That is my response. You are not walking this path alone. I am walking it with you, guiding you, strengthening you, loving you every step of the way. So do not delay. Do not wait for another sign. This is your sign. Come back to me, my child, and let this moment be the beginning of something new, something real, something that will change your life from this day forward. My child, now rest with me for a moment. Let everything you have heard settle gently into your heart. Do not rush away from this presence. Do not return too quickly to the noise. Stay here, in this quiet space where my voice has met you, where my love has reached you again. You asked, or perhaps you wondered without words, does God still love me? And I have answered you clearly. I have never stopped loving you. Not yesterday, not today, not ever. This message was not meant to burden you. It was meant to bring you back. To remind you that no matter how far you felt, no matter how distant life seemed to pull you, my arms have always been open. You are still mine. And now, something has changed within you. You may not be able to explain it fully, but you feel it. A softness, a peace, a quiet strength returning to your spirit. That is what happens when you come back to me. I do not meet you with rejection. I meet you with restoration. Carry this with you as you move forward. When your day becomes busy again, remember this moment. When distractions try to take over, remember my voice. When you feel distant again, do not run away. Come back quickly. I will always be here. You are not walking alone anymore. From this day forward, let your love for me be alive again. Not perfect, not forced, but real. Speak with me daily. Invite me into your thoughts. Let me guide your steps. And as you do, you will begin to experience a peace that the world cannot take from you. This is the life you were created for. A life with me at the center. A life where you are not carrying everything on your own. A life where love is not distant, but constant. So go forward with peace, my child. Go forward knowing that you are seen, known, and deeply loved. And whenever you feel unsure again, remember this truth: I am always near, and I will never let you go. My child, as this peace settles over you, hear me once more. What you have received in this moment is not meant to stay with you alone. It is meant to flow through you like a river that never runs dry. I am calling you to be a vessel of my light, to help carry this message into hearts that are still searching, still hurting, still asking the same question you once carried. As it is written, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy, and I am speaking this over you now as a living promise. When you gave, you are not losing. You are planting. Every seed you release through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description, even through the QR code placed before you, becomes a harvest of transformed lives that only I can fully see. This is your moment to respond, not out of obligation, but out of love that has been awakened within you. I am inviting you into something eternal. I say to you now, step into this act of faith. Do not hold back what I have placed in your hands. What you release today, I will multiply tomorrow. I will bless your obedience. I will open doors you did not expect. I will pour into your life as you pour into my work. So give now, my child. Let your offering become a light that reaches nations. Let your obedience echo into eternity. Act now and be part of what I am doing.